Hey, happy Friday. Welcome back once more to the Friday Funnies. And welcome to the end. The end of autumn, that is. Tomorrow is the winter solstice and the first official day of winter. Never mind the parts of the Northeast that are still butt deep in snow. It wasn't official and it doesn't count. And speaking of counting, we want to know what those drones are counting in New Jersey. I mean, these things are still a regular occurrence, and President Biden seems to think that nothing is wrong. There's nothing wrong because he's out of there after the holidays, so he's just going to let Trump deal with it. And Christmas is only 5 days away, so if you haven't finished your shopping, don't worry about it and keep a positive attitude. That's what Florence Hackman credits with her celebrating her 106th birthday this week. She said that her long life is due to a positive attitude and a love of Fireball whiskey. She was even named Fireball Flo in her senior facility. So with a positive attitude and a couple shots of Fireball under my belt, I give you this week's Honest Stories. Scotchtown, New York is located 70 miles northwest of New York City. I don't know how the town got its name, but I'm guessing the founding fathers either really enjoyed Scotch whiskey or they used a lot of Scotch tape. Anyhow, now it's the home of mastodon bones. A man who doesn't want to be identified was digging in his garden when he discovered the jaw of a mastodon, along with a toe and a rib. Now, since mastodons became extinct about 10,000 years ago, I'm guessing these bones are quite old. And I figured that, if this guy found a mastodon bone in his garden, I wonder what I could find in mine. So after extensive digging, I found 2 rib bones from last summer's barbecue party and what appears to be petrified dog poop. So there's been no mastodons or dones in my neighborhood. An unnamed man in Massachusetts was running away from police because there were existing warrants out on him. So while fleeing, the man jumped up on a rooftop, but when police spotted him, he decided to go full Santa and he jumped down the chimney. And he got stuck. Now, when they quit laughing, the police called in firefighters who carefully knocked out bricks so they could reach the man. And he'll be spending the holidays in the slammer, but at least he can brag about being this week's Dumbass of the Week. This story is not for those who are oversensitive because it has to do with a man's wiener. A man in his 60s went to the doctor with a pain in his putts, and after examinations, doctors concluded he suffered from penile ossification, meaning that his member is turning to bone. Bone, that's right, calcium salts mass in the tissue forms skeletal structure like bone. Therefore, he's putting the bone in boner. Well, this just proves the point of being careful what you wish for. Needless to say, it can be very painful, uncomfortable, and downright embarrassing, especially in the locker room. Hey, that's it, my friends. Thank you very much for joining me. Please listen to my podcast, Another Day Above Ground. We interview Santa's agent this week. Very, very funny. Have a wonderful Christmas, a wonderful Hanukkah, Boxing Day, Kwanzaa, all those until we meet again. And thanks for watching. Merry Christmas.